We been done talk about this matter before. But Chelsea's lack of response to the matter can't carry us, go where we don't know. Because again, the Chelsea fans, they have opinions because of their current situation of their club. And Rosino don't take a stand now in discussing with the club. And Enzo FERNANDEZ has been suspended because of the things we do for the next at least 2 matches. So from talking about the sacking of Maresca to talking about Madrid and every other thing we don't come from him mouth since that day. He has been suspended. So waiting. What do you guys think?
I don't know why you go there with man. You like you're in a relationship with a guy.
Yeah.
As a woman, then you go come to talk about. You're not even talking about your ex, so they talk about your prospect, like who you they admire. You go always talk. This guy get fine house. You never really go in house. Maybe they send for picture.
No, they talk about the wife now.
That's not what he did now, child.
Bro, now it's similar thing. Why you?
I talked the same thing that day. They not allow me.
Yes, I know. I remember I sit down there. I say nobody. But now waiting it don't they look like, because bro, this now is worse than cheating. If your babe try that kind of thing, you no go like her.
All right.
And you won't accept it.
I don't get babe.
One day in the future when you finally
do. Say, no get babe.
When you finally do. So now back to
no talk and finish. You know get babe.
It very disrespectful. It very disrespectful for a club like Chelsea to they experience this kind of thing from a player like Enzo. What has Enzo done? World Cup with Messi win for them. Finish. If not so, they won't even pay that kind of amount for him. Nobody for notice him. If for day like this, their brother way racially abuse what's his name? Prestiani. If for just day like Prestiani, nobody will know him. Because they were in the same club when now the same Benfica where they buy from.
Yeah.
They talk about Chelsea and you talk the first one, then lock up. How would you have a manager?
What the guy like Mike, eh?
How will you have
talk?
Bro, you get manager for your team. You they talk about your former manager. Bro. That one at the ex. Then now they talk about see bro, Madrid will not pay shishi for this guy. If you want to even do it, nobody saw they do him. When Trent they Liverpool, Trent don't get agreement with Madrid already. Trent score in the point Liverpool badge. They feel like they receive everybody.
Like saying belong to Liverpool.
They keep everybody. Now why the pressure? No, this one you don't even get any agreement with them. And there's a serious. You have a long. All the contract that Chelsea give players we them buy recently. Now 20-30 something, 20-30 something. How you want to do them? 8 years contract, 7 years contract, 9 years contract. Now they wish for Madrid. Bro, you can't play in Madrid. You know go fit see match for Madrid. Madrid is not Enzo's level, no matter what you feel like.
Are they laughing?
Even Soboslai recently don't come out, talk, say he loves Liverpool, he loves the city, his children love it here. They do this. This is how you treat a club. Your employers. Not so they go. Now wait till you go to talk me they hear the fans. Because everything we don't talk, na serious disrespect to Chelsea.
I want to know.
First of all, talking about their former manager and saying they shouldn't have sacked. It don't happen.
No, he said.
Then talking about Madrid that you like Madrid. Now Madrid lose.
He like Madrid.
He like the city. He said he likes the city.
Don't say he likes
girlfriend. That the city looks like Buenos Aires. Which kind of talk be that one? Which kind of talk be that one?
For Chelsea, Madrid, not the club.
Bro,
who did the Madrid?
Other sisters are gaslighting.
Who is bigger?
The worst part na say, Kuro,
why would you like this?
If when Garnacho dey man you didn't do this thing, would you be vibrating on this same energy?
Why Garnacho?
Not do like this, please.
If Garnacho do this thing for man, you gonna talk like this.
I said
Garnacho. What did Garnacho say? He said he did not understand why they let Enzo Maresca go.
That's not what he said.
What did he say?
He said he and a lot of the other people for the team. They were basically they didn't take home to the fact that they let him go when they were beginning to have an identity. No, you know what I'm down, okay?
Still about
you are watering it down. Going. You will not take this at man. You will never.
We will know how
you will never.
Why we know they hammer Cucurella?
What did Cucurella do? Cucurella won't follow, but this Enzo, he has been.
See, Enzo
on a consistency.
In a row, now he don't talk like 3 or 2 times.
Direct him to somewhere.
Like 2 or 3 times, he don't talk in a row now.
Straight to Madrid.
Straight to Madrid.
Straight shot at Madrid.
See,
which one be as don't talk?
First of all, I see when John Terry they talk about where Rafael Benitez come Chelsea. He come dey talk say for Liverpool, see as we do am for Liverpool. Anytime we don't reach like this for Liverpool. Now he say from that first day, he tell Benitez say, Oga, no verse, na Chelsea be this. Currently now we don't win Premier League, win big things. Where the Liverpool self never collect recently. So I beg, this is where they talk Liverpool, yeah, you know, consign us.
You know,
I beg more focus on the club all day now. That was the beginning of two of them their problem for the football club.
But that's different.
Now, wait. I know they talk say Enzo and this thing not even align for the same direction. Mourinho.
I don't want to know.
See what Mourinho talk about this Enzo FERNANDEZ matter. You say Madrid is beautiful. Of course, it is beautiful. Paris is beautiful. London is beautiful. But beauty does not win you titles. Mentality wins you titles. When I was at Chelsea, my players did not speak about other clubs. Why? Because they were too busy winning. You want Real Madrid. Real Madrid is not a holiday destination. It is pressure. It is history. It is responsibility. At Madrid, if you play one bad match, the fans will whistle you. 2 bad matches, the media kills you. 3 bad matches, blah, blah, blah. And now you are talking about them while your team is suffering. This is not leadership. This is distraction. You don't flirt with another club when your house is on fire. You put out the fire. Now, this Enzo FERNANDEZ. Chelsea is not that, what do they call him? That community where in the city of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Where you go they talk say who they Chelsea now? Where person like Enzo cannot know if you can talk about that. Who else there the team? Shebi na him the score goal. He has the highest. You go
now
open your gutter.
That last time
you
we talk.
open your dirty gutter. They talk say he get the highest GSC this thing.
Yeah.
So Enzo reach to talk. Who is Enzo? To the midfielders who don't play for Chelsea. Only midfielders.
Not just me.
Do you know the institution?
In the current team now.
It is not about the current team.
It is about the current team.
You are addressing the institution.
Chelsea is talking about Chelsea now.
God, Chelsea was before you came.
Wait.
Which one be? You call the right.
What is the talking about?
God, you can't be speaking like that.
Now.
You can't be talking like that. Chelsea now, Derby County.
No,
finish now.
Even Norwich will never take that nonsense from him. And Chelsea fans in the pain of losing a match, you can't open your mouth. They support and they say they get the highest GA.
No, you can't.
If nobody want talk, it is wrong.
He's not supporting. They support him.
He is part of the problem at Chelsea.
What did he write?
He is part of the problem at Chelsea.
Chelsea fans they say why they support. They are that's the whole opinion.
God, they are not entitled.
They are.
Which is the wrong opinion. What opinion is wrong?
The club now don't come out.
They have suspended him now.
The club now come out to suspend him.
Anybody want to talk when they talk?
Me and the fans are going to cancel the
I said
suspension.
it. Anything they want to talk when they talk.
Me and the fans are going to cancel the suspension. Jabi, they don't suspend him.
That's not the point.
Who told me that's not the point?
That's not the point, and that's never been the fucking point.
You hear him?
This guy lacks respect for this. Even if Chelsea is in a state that you don't like, fair and good, you're not the first player to not like the condition of a football club. But now, it's not about your identity or whatever. There is a way to do things. And inside the problem, inside the worst moment of the football club, you being part of the problem, now you can't say, he's not even playing the role of how I go put on like an activist where they want talk, make the club better or something.
Exactly.
Some people they want equate them to when Ronaldo do Manchester United. Can you just shift? You feel just shift.
How you want to relate this to that Ronaldo something?
Why won't you?
Which other club or city? Which other club or city was Ronaldo talking about when he was doing that? Is it that we talking about Man United?
He talking about Madrid, not Real Madrid. He said Madrid.
But he talking about
Ronaldo talk when they address Man U. Who city talk?
There are sensitive topics. As a Barcelona player, if they ask you for, I don't know, normal interview where you go somewhere or something, they don't ask you, say the holiday destinations for Madrid and the holiday destinations for Barcelona, which one better pass? So you go talk, say,
a Barca player, is he a Barca player? Is it Barca? You want to compare Barcelona and Madrid there and
will you take this at Man U? You
take what?
This.
When Ronaldo did it, I loved it. When Ronaldo did it,
Ronaldo,
me and Henry were supporting.
It is not the same.
Ronaldo and Enzo not the same.
First, no, let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. I don't want to even go there because that will be the end. That way you talk now. That way you talk now. The ending of the argument be that. See, to go to compare Ronaldo at Man U and Enzo Fernandez. Now the ending. Before we go there, make us first talk about the two not even being equatable. They are not equatable.
How? No, tell me how they're not equatable.
First of all, Ronaldo happened under what circumstance?
Tell me.
Shebi had a problem with Ten Hag.
Okay. And he was being benched.
And then he was being benched.
Okay.
And he was already out of the club.
Okay.
Which of these three things were Enzo mark?
Was Enzo out of
what? Which of these three things were Enzo mark? Tell me.
When you shout, allow me talk. Don't say.
And they shout at the end zone now. They say he's a shouter, so me I go shout. With the shout.
One was not. It's not the same.
Which one?
Ronaldo not in the club.
Which one?
First two, Ronaldo was airing his
okay, he struggle now. Then they stammer now.
He has problem with
they stammer. Does Enzo have a problem with Rosinho? First of all.
Are you going to let me talk?
First of all, make I help you. You're struggling. You're struggling. I will help you.
No, I'm making my point. Calm down.
I told you three things. You don't need to talk about another thing. It's very simple.
Only one.
Which one?
The
only one is the Ronaldo being out of the club. Which is Enzo. He's a Chelsea player. So he's not.
Does he have a problem with the coach?
Ronaldo was airing his grievances with how he doesn't like Ten Hag, blah blah blah. What's the name? FERNANDEZ is talking about how he doesn't like the fact that they let Enzo.
You understand my question?
And I'm giving you my answer.
You're wrong. Because that's not the question I asked you. That's not the question I asked you.
Okay, fine.
Not be the question I asked you.
You can't expect me to answer it the way you want me to answer.
Before you can't equate Ronaldo and Enzo's situation, what is the premise? What is the premise? Is the premise the same? How do you equate these two things when the premise is not the same?
You know, like waiting to have blah blah blah.
When did he say it and why?
That's why I said.
Did he say it when he was still at the club? Did he say it before he had problem with Ten Hag?
Are you listening or you shout?
I didn't ask you now.
I'm giving him answer.
When did he say it? When did he say it?
He said it when he left the club.
Oh, is Enzo still at the club?
That is why I said that is the only thing that is not in the same with it.
Is Enzo still at the club?
Minus leaving the club. Does Enzo have a problem with Rosinho before he begin to move like this?
Not with Rosinho. And with Rosinho, yes.
Ronaldo had a clear problem with Ten Hag when he tried to put him when he no greater the match will come up for pitch. Is there any tension right now outside between Rosinho and Enzo?
We don't know.
Now when I say outside.
Not that we know of.
Outside, we don't need to know of it because it is there for everybody to see. The Ronaldo, all of us say when he will come up for pitch. So I didn't say inside, I say outside. Is there anything we have seen between Enzo and Rosinho?
He's not. He did
simple question.
And I'm giving him an answer. My answer must not be black and white. Did he answer? Did he come to talk about Rosinho in his interview?
Yes,
he talked about
what talking about Maresca. You're making a reference to Rosinho.
No.
That is your own opinion.
It is not my opinion.
Said, I'm not happy with what.
It is not my opinion. It is not my opinion, sir.
How some manager go see the club? You see they talk about the ex-manager. They don't sack.
What did he say about the ex-manager?
That they had an identity and they were not happy. Left.
Is that the truth or not? Is that the fucking?
Are you supposed to be saying that when there's a new coach on ground?
What is the new coach doing? Please, what has he done? What did they do?
All right.
So because. Enzo,
no problem.
We don't switch to go
post now. No, they turn around the bush. They turn around the bush. I've made my point.
I like as you don't talk.
I've made my point.
He's a black sheep. He's just security, and he will leave.
But black sheep, they call Madrid name. They call Madrid name.
If you want to talk, may Dalot do this to Man U.
You said Dalot.
May Dalot do this to Man U. No. May Dalot do this same thing to Man U. And may you maintain this energy.
Madrid is he like the lifestyle. You know.
But you get the one when talk about Real Madrid and say, but you never know.
Who be that?
Person we talk say he never they sure say he go come up for the. Say they ask him say what is your future at Chelsea? He say he never know. Say medicine end first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they talk. Dalot go do Man U, and I want you to be like this.
First of all, Dalot will never.
I want them.
You know why?
It go happen.
You know why?
Now the answer when someone was give you that.
See, you know what? I love football because everything it go come around, and I will remind you.
You know why it not go happen? First of all,
I will remind you.
You know why it not go happen?
Why?
No worry.
First of all, the coach that we have now, they may not be tiki-taka and everything, but there's an identity. The ship is calm. Under Enzo, this Rosinho, I've be named, and this Enzo Fernandez now, Chelsea has gone like. Running at 5 months, 4 matches, how many matches, no goal scored. They lose on back to back. No identity, nothing. The whole thing is crumbling. And he's one of the biggest players in the team. Making no talk. The team is crumbling. They never score goal. They never sign player. I'm not going to sign. Check. This same Enzo Fernandez was so the dream when he came to Chelsea.
Who is he?
In they talk about the situation at the club, I mean they talk about Madrid.
Who is he in life? He's nobody.
But
in Chelsea team, he's somebody.
He's nobody in Chelsea team. He is nobody.
Amongst Garnacho and Gittin.
He is nobody. If Jorginho go Chelsea, go win golden boot, no me say him be Chelsea best attacker. He go come and say Jorginho once upon a time was Chelsea's top scorer. Okay. Don't you know? Okay. In a single season, where he got about 7 or 8 goals. So because of that fact, now Jorginho will come and say, in terms of all Chelsea attackers in history, I can be counted as one of them.
It is so much abstract.
How is he abstract? That is where Enzo is.
That's not. It's so
that is where Enzo is.
Abstract. Kuro, I don't know why they defend Enzo. I don't know why they defend him. But
I'm defending him because most of the fans that are against him, he's doing the thing like this now. He has sacrificed Chelsea's career. But it's going to happen, and it's going to and watch out from
Chelsea. He's causing more confusion into the club.
How?
Which one be how?
How?
You are in the club. You are still mentioning Madrid for waiting. What's your aim?
Me, I know say this thing will happen. When it happen for Man United, I'll be there.
Because same to Ronaldo did. He was the black sheep and he left.
Oh, guys, it's not the same. It is not the same with Ronaldo. I asked you simple question before we get to who and who. I asked you simple question. You didn't hear the tour around the bush. You know answer.
I don't give you the answer where your mind.
Because you know that's the only answer.
Because you know the truth.
You know where the answer goes.
You know the truth. You know what to
You know the answer and you know where the answer is going.
Yes or no? No. If you want to speak to you don't ask me, then I speak to tell you.
Who go talk abeg? Me, I don't talk finish.
Enzo Fernandez.
When you talk finish, I go still talk again about the Enzo Fernandez.
No wala. Enzo Fernandez has really disappointed me. Nobody like Enzo Fernandez for this table pass me.
You know like I'm pass me first of all. You know like I'm pass me.
There is a line between twerking and stripping naked. Enzo Fernandez literally stripped naked for Real Madrid.
Finish.
See, do you know that if you ask me a lot of things, see, person where they manage gas need a born food. Now so this life day. A lot of nonsense where Enzo Fernandez do. There are interviews you can actually avoid. They asked Caicedo in an interview concerning what does he see himself in a Chelsea, and he said he's focused on Chelsea right now. That is recommitting your own future to Chelsea. But Enzo Fernandez,
when did you ask Caicedo that one?
In international break.
Recently.
Yes. Now they asked Enzo Fernandez, if you say he was talking about the City Madrid, how did he call Luka Modric and Toni Kroos playing for Real Madrid?
No.
He called it in that
Them be local government chairman for Madrid.
He called that saying that he admired players that are playing for Real Madrid. Bro, there is a line that have played for Real Madrid. You are praising the player, showing that this club is good and big enough. Madrid big past Chelsea, but don't degrade Chelsea like this. The club comes first. No matter how iron sharp reach, it need a soul nylon. There are differences in a lot of things. Enzo Fernandez was disrespectful to the core. There are interviews you can avoid. There are interviews you can tell the reporter that you can skip the question. It's not by force. You can even tell the reporter that they cannot post this because they are liable to a suit if you misyan for interview. We do it here. We are media personals. We are not newbies here. You granted over 4 interviews in one international break. 4 interviews, not 1, not 2, 3, 4. To 4 different, not even 1 interview twice. 4 different reporters. You granted 4 interviews. There are many things he did wrong. You talked about, I did not fault Enzo Fernandez for talking about Chelsea had a structure under Maresca. The players did not understand why Enzo Maresca was sacked. And right now he said they had a structure. He was not downplaying Rosinho. He was saying that the players did not understand that. It was wrong, but Chelsea did not take a fine or anything about that. But you literally twerking. You started from twerking for Real Madrid to you are stripping naked for them. Hazard went to Real Madrid, did not twerk for them or even strip naked for them. It's a dream to play for Real Madrid. Every player in this life will want to wear the badge and play for the Bernabeu and be part of that stadium and history. But you cannot be twerking from your own club. Let me finish. Okay. Enzo Fernandez degraded the club. He is a captain for Canada. If he comes from a normal Chelsea player, it is okay. We've had the great likes of Chelsea.
He's not your club captain.
He's a vice captain. He has captain.
Vice captain, no be captain.
As of now, Rhys James
Chelsea cost us
even
this.
tell
Na
me
Chelsea
what the
blame.
Chelsea side talking
Na Chelsea
about.
blame.
Don't interrupt
Na
me.
Chelsea wey talk
Don't
about that.
interrupt me.
Na Chelsea wey talk about that.
Don't interrupt. Now, Enzo Fernandez crossed the line on. See, I hoped they ban him till the end of the season and sell him off. Sitting in his second bench. So he goes understand, say, number one thing, you do not go against a club. If you call the owners that they faulted and made a mistake in sacking Enzo Maresca, these owners were the ones that bought you. They're the ones that brought you. They scattered the British record and paid 100-something thousand for you. 102,000 that night. Yes, million that night for you, which was almost impossible from Benfica. So Enzo Fernandez, there are lines he crossed. You are a captain, you are a leader. He never acted like a leader. You crossed the line. You are talking about your family living in Madrid and all that. The conversation can end there, but you don't go and start praising that it's a beautiful city. Your family will want to stay there. The language is similar. What the hell is that? Like when I see the interview, I had to even verify if it was even authentic. Because this guy, you crossed a lot of lines, and you don't. I don't do videos hailing Enzo Fernandez, hailing a lot of people. Enzo Fernandez, what he did, coming back to Chelsea, will be seen as the traitor. We have had players, Hazard, they come Chelsea ground with the clap for him. Enzo Fernandez is not going to Chelsea, will clap for him.
Percy don't secure transfer to Real Madrid till the final game in play for Chelsea. He no gree talk.
He no talk.
Every single interview, I will let you know at the end of the season. I don't know. I am at Chelsea. I love this football club.
When we beat Arsenal forward, that's a Hazard. What is your future right now? He said it will be announced soon. He did not tell you Madrid is my next destination. It was after 2 days after we heard that he was going to Madrid official. That was when the negotiations started. But if you are working for Real Madrid, for crying out loud, Enzo is not a bad player. But decisions, see, when you grow up, you look like your parents. But as you grow old, and as you grow old to close to dying, you look like your decisions. Enzo's decisions has let him down.
Oh.
That is the reality of life. If you look back and tell me that, oh boy, what I did, I crossed the line and I made a mistake and I faulted myself. I talk overboard. Now from one talk, they talk to talkative. Enzo did that. Forget the interview. They asked Cucurella. Junior Cucurella said, it's impossible to say no to Barcelona because that's where I've grown from. The Enzo grew from Real Madrid. Is he a Real Madrid academy or a feeder? But
Cucurella said about the whole...
Cucurella did not say that. Cucurella said that when that time comes, that decision, he will talk to his family. Enzo Fernandez is telling you that his family is comfortable living in Madrid. They
don't already talk. The family don't already
talk. They don't discuss. They don't conclude.
They don't agree finish.
Can I now?
So you can talk.
You can. Yes. Wait, before you talk. Sorry. Before you talk. I want to ask you a question about you yourself. Because I want to ask you. You ask Mekele. I want to ask you. Mekele not talk finish. Same you. Garnacho posted a picture. He no talk. Garnacho post picture for Instagram.
Which picture was that?
What did he post?
Eli Rashford.
What did he post?
Rashford.
No, okay, that hailing of Rashford. Where Rashford there, Aston Villa.
What was the reaction to Garnacho?
Of course, that was very stupid of him.
Is
it the same thing with Enzo Fernandez?
This was.
Just imagine this guy. Imagine this guy.
Somebody that is fighting for the future of Chelsea.
But you get lost. I don't read law. Anyway, I catch you for court. Oh boy, you gonna collect.
No, nobody go fit.
Anyway, I catch you for court. You gonna collect.
Nobody go fit match you for court.
No worry.
Now, I'm asking you.
You get lost.
You are making caricature of my club. Yes, now because you just
liking of post. Liking of post. Liking of post. You gonna rage. Your eye, you gonna say, I'm a social media person. Me, all these things I take it very seriously. Liking of post, but somebody opening his mouth to talk. You are condoning it because not the man you.
What did he have in mind when he was saying all those things?
They are tagging Chidobe as a traitor. Chidobe will just go do like how many posts.
Him follow.
I never say he's a traitor.
Is it what?
But he's traitor tendencies. But never.
I know why.
I don't know if I'm
no problem.
Now let me ask you.
Nothing I want to
you can ask anything now.
Mr. Mary, let me ask you if I may. First of all,
Mr. Mary, go ahead.
First of all, can I go ahead, please?
Fire down.
The Hazard you compared him to, when Hazard was playing in the Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken, he had Diego Costa, Willian, Pedro, Fabregas, Matic, Bolas, Kante.
Who was the biggest player in that team?
Are you going to let me talk or you will not let me talk? He had superstars, Diego Costa, Willian, Pedro. These are players that, even if you are a 6/10 or 5/10, playing with these players elevates your It amplifies the performance.
Okay.
Now he looks around him, not just even on the pitch, off the pitch. He looks around him. When the team is down, your captain is Rich James. He's as quiet as your best player is Kopama. He's the most least ability, least as a good player.
I want finish.
I get something.
Yes,
I have a comic.
No, I did here.
I have a comic bob. Mekele respond.
Now.
No,
You never finish.
I'm not.
Mekele, I feel say make I ask. My respond before
I'm
you.
not going to ask or not.
That team.
Will Enzo
No,
Fernandez
I'm
start
finished
for
three or
this man you
After
now?
finish playing,
What
I'm saying.
You never finish.
Good.
But
No, that's a very good question.
Good question.
Now,
Yeah,
because
answer
of
me.
he can't start for Man U now. He's angry that meanwhile the Chelsea where I play for.
He dey
Now
start.
riffraffs they and they start. And then they command starting Chelsea and riffraffs. Every match he plays, he gives go to Garnacho. Meanwhile, for Madrid, they give it to Vinicius. You can
Your ex-player is one of
He's saying that.
Your ex-player is one of the riffraffs.
Go buy Sosa.
But I've not gotten your question, Kuro. You have been explaining your question.
Because you guys are interrupting me.
But I give money.
Now see, the hazard you are comparing him to, he had star players around him. This Enzo Fernandez, when he was coming, fresh off winning.
While I'm asking the question,
Allow talk now. Allow talk.
me.
Mekele, wait.
Fresh off winning the World Cup. This boy was the golden egg of in why laughing?
Am I laughing?
Just continue on that. Nobody
He was the golden egg in the Argentina team.
Okay.
Fresh off winning the World Cup. He was so the dream. Given how many years contract?
8.
2 years now. How many years has he played at the club?
I think 3 or 4.
3 or 4 years down the line.
2.5
years down the line, or 3 years down the line. The dreams that he was sold to, 1% have not been done. Then now, when you come be say the coach way, okay, the try bring stability way. This guy wants to be the best in his life.
Okay.
The coach don't gonna go do 1 or 2 things. You start him for no reason. Brought a PhD teacher. No identity, no tactics, nothing. They've been losing games back. Okay. Then the board, same players, no. Your defense is as shitty as it is. Your fraud, nothing.
Okay. What question?
Then you should not be angry.
What question? You are you making a statement or you're asking a question?
Both of them.
Now,
But where is the question?
Ask about the Hazard one. Is it the same with Hazard? The has star players all over him.
Secondly, it's
Don't
not the
don't
same
keep
with
my
Hazard.
mic, oh.
I beg you. If we know the Hazard story, do you know that the year before Hazard left, Chelsea promised Hazard he was going to leave to Madrid, but we didn't fulfill that promise.
Yeah.
That Hazard almost quarreled with the club. That in the next season, we now say, okay, we'll let him go to Madrid. The year Hazard left to Madrid, it was not the year he was supposed to leave. Hazard was supposed to leave a year before. What was Chelsea? What was Chelsea's position during that period? Chelsea did not win the league or even the Champions League. It was after Hazard left, the next year won the Champions League. Do you understand the way the thing is? Now, if you want to tell me about Enzo Fernandez and all these shenanigans, there are ways to handle this. The same Enzo Fernandez did not open his mouth to criticize Pochettino when Enzo Maresca was there. Why didn't he talk about Pochettino?
Why did you talk about who?
Pochettino.
Was Pochettino as serious as this?
No, but Pochettino, Enzo Fernandez played. Let me even shock you. Enzo Fernandez had one of the best seasons under Pochettino.
So
Not
why
even
should he come and
Maresca.
talk?
But if he's known for talking about ex-coaches, you for talk about Pochettino. Mo see your character they come back.
Mo no say na your analysis.
Yes.
Under the position that he had a good season, he should not talk. He should not.
Why they sack him now? Why they sack him? There's some people for him. So that he can continue their best.
Yes.
You know
When did they
what
sack Pochettino?
One season.
When they sack Pochettino?
When they
When
sack him.
different sacking
Thank
time.
you.
You know, so
this one they bring
this season.
Rosinho. How many matches to go? Off Maresca Conference League Club World Cup top 4. You let him go.
Godfrey, I beg talk.
And make you no talk.
It's not the same thing. Enzo
leave me
Fernandez
alone.
talk overboard, and he deserves it. 10-match ban.
He's the black sheep, fine. His rest is fine. But when people will go ahead to sign better players, remember his sacrifice that he laid on the altar.
He didn't make any sacrifice. He sacrificed
problem.
himself to be the prodigal son. Simple.
Enzo Fernandez is a nobody. He's a nobody. For you to say him go come out talk, say him be this, he's a nobody. At the same time, I know they even they surprised. If you two sign useless players, one day you go see one way go choke you for neck.
Will be small.
Now be this one way Chelsea don't go sign.
That's why he's angry.
And one day you see the one way when I sign with Dread. One day na complete madman. Before you go, they cry for Madrid. Who are you as a player?
He didn't cry for Madrid.
He's crying for Madrid.
He didn't.
One thing where this guy need to know about Real Madrid now say Madrid na one club where you allow them to find you. No be you go find them. If you dey find them, you go cry. You go cry blood. If now you dey find Madrid. Yes, every player want play for Madrid, but they need to see something in you. This Enzo, if we sign him, you go suit this position, you go play where you go. If Enzo Fernandez enter Madrid now, he need to wait for injuries before he can play football. He cannot play ahead of Camavinga.
Drug ban.
He get one boy where them bring
He
just
go
now.
wait for drug ban.
He get one boy where them bring just now. Whether in name na Davis something. One small boy play.
Where they play from the academy now. Yeah. I don't forget that boy.
They tell me the boy name just now.
Na Spanish name.
Yeah,
I don't forget that. I don't forget.
That boy can play ahead of Enzo right now.
Person will almost make them.
See, now they tell you now. He get one thing about Real Madrid. Men don't go there and flop. You know if he believes Hazard go there and no see football play.
Wait,
you know if you believe yourself.
What is the
now see where they go now. See where they go. Before you go to cry for Madrid, who are you as a footballer? Now me at the talk. That's one. Secondly, this suspension where they suspend them. If not just these 2 games, Chelsea never even started anything. If they not treat this guy with rudeness, say okay, give him like maybe from now to the end of the season, this guy don't play 1 match. This thing go happen again in Chelsea.
Then how? Then who would they have to play without him?
9 be the thing now. Now this why say nobody there. Even though an academy boy throw in, me Enzo Fernandez say no, say he don't already fuck up.
So
now wait, see where they go. It depends on the coach when you even get on ground now. Now Rosinho. Now why in they talk all this thing? If you dey under Guardiola, you cannot do this rubbish.
Yes, nah.
The least and the slot, you cannot. Ateta will never win anything. You cannot say. You cannot say anything.
Angry. Why will you give me Rosinho? Who is Rosinho to coach me?
Who is he?
He's World Cup. He has won. Who is Rosinho?
One which World Cup? World Cup Messi gotta give him.
Okay.
Even they bench, they still win that World Cup. Even they bench, they still win the World Cup.
Yes, true.
Was he on the bench?
Now they tell you now. You see, McAllister the brag.
But was he on the bench?
McAllister played the World Cup.
McAllister will win Premier League.
McAllister brag what is bragging.
But was he on the bench?
The funny thing
He was on the bench. He didn't play. He didn't start. He didn't start Argentina first 2 games.
and how he been now? When he was not throwing high.
They won their second game against Mexico.
But they lost the first game. But they lost the first game.
When don't play, they win them.
Okay, but the first one he played, he did, and all the other games he played.
I don't know why they just fight this guy, but at the same time, I don't see, just like Zobos, like just the way Caliado talk, you see, I don't know whether I interview Shabo, Fabrizio post them, when they ask some question, he's saying they're very happy with Liverpool. In there in a good place, in family, everybody love the club.
To be honest, I feel like
Casemiro.
I feel like
last season, when Man U dey 15th, he know they play games. They ask him, say, what do you think about the current state of the club, everything? He talk, say, in family they are. They don't balance here. 5 times. Say he loves it at Manchester. He loves the Manchester United. Say he go play for the club till in contract finish. This is Casemiro.
5 times champion league winner. I don't talk about
Under Amorim.
I don't talk about other trophies.
Under Amorim, nobody. Running down to 15.
Amorim is more of a somebody than Rosinho. Please don't let argue that one.
I remember when we talked about this Enzo Fernandez last time, and Kuro come out with statement whereby he say the guy they shout, the guy. I can't tell you say that thing. Now just that mentality of those South American players.
And listen to
you understand? Now just that mentality.
That's
Nobody said he get any leadership quality inside them. No one single leadership quality inside this guy. The only thing this guy know how to do is all those cards and whatever. If you want to come out as a leader to talk about club, you cannot be referring to Real Madrid where last time Real Betis go end up. No be Real Madrid. No be this Real Madrid where me and you know. Now you go play for Real Betis. Now you go see that Enzo Fernandez. You see Anthony Abi? Now they go end up. If they talk about leadership, one single thing this guy not get. You are a vice captain in Chelsea. See the way they speak.
Please.
See the way they talk about club.
There is no way you say
one of the top 5 biggest club in England, if not top 4 or top 3. One of the biggest. See the way they talk about them. Yes, you talk something say now because of the way the Chelsea now don't do now. I agree with you now because the way the Chelsea don't do. But I see the thing say inside that, despite say the Chelsea don't do poor now, he no get top 3 of their best players. That's how poor him too is.
It's almost like that we are comparing with. Is the Liverpool situation as terrible as Chelsea situation now?
I beg, let's
move. Bad.
Comments.
You reach Chelsea.
It's bad for a champion.
Comment section. Thank you very much. Please let us know your thoughts on it. Thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our videos where you're supposed to like, and all our social media links. I beg, follow us on every platform because we get content for everybody.